everyone, I'm Mishka and welcome back to my channel. In today's video of Our Life Beginnings and Always, we're gonna be starting moment 6 of step 2, but before we get into it, make sure to hit the subscribe button and share it with your friends so then they can find out my amazing channel just like you have right now. So yeah, let's get into it and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so the moment is called Mall. Ooh, what's this? Lee's visit today turned out to be more involved than you expected. After overhearing where the Holden family was going, Lee insisted on seeing Mr. Holden's shop firsthand. An hour later, and Lee was busy looking at every item on display. Because Cope's dad offered supplies, lessons, and tours, his shop had all the scuba-related stuff you could imagine. Fins, masks, suits, and snorkels. After circling around the shop, you finally stopped and looked at the whole room. This was the first time you've been here too. The mystery was finally gone. Over the years, you heard bits and pieces about what Cope's dad did from Cove, Derek, and Mr. Holden. And now here you were, standing smack dab in the middle of it. You were bursting with excitement. Mr. Holden had been running it for a long time by now. The shop meant a lot to Cove and his dad. It felt cool to see it. But you were still busy poking through the various wetsuits displayed, so you decided to see what Derek and Cove were doing. They were too absorbed in their conversation to notice you standing near them, leaning against the counter. You were able to pick up the topic quickly. Hi, Derek. My dad told me the new stuff is selling like crazy. Yeah, the material has this new blend with less neoprene. I don't know how to say that. My dad says people are really interested in it. It brought a smile to your face hearing that the shop was doing well. You decided to join in the conversation. Why not? Those wetsuits with the bright colors are probably popular too. I haven't seen many with that style in other places.
Right?
Right? I like those ones.
Maybe.
Some of them might be too bright. I don't think the point of scuba diving is drawing a lot of attention to yourself. Maybe people will just wear them on the beach. Standing out would help. There, your family could always spot you. Cove smiled at Derek's positivity. But really, there's just so much to think about with a business. It's crazy. No matter how much I come, I still don't think I get it. Cove hummed and nodded in agreement, causing a good-humored laugh from Derek. I thought you only liked the scuba diving part, not the job part. That's just the best part. I think about other things too.
I gotcha.
Cool, the business side, running it. That's my favorite. Out of the corner of your eye, you caught movement, and you realized that Lee was now standing next to you. When your dad's retired, do you think you're going to carry on the store? Both sons shrugged in unison.
Well,
There's tons of things I could do. My dad thinks so too. He doesn't want me to plan on working here forever. Cove's gaze fell to the floor. You could see the conflict flashing across his face. I don't know. It's a lot. Being the real boss is something and totally in charge. No matter what you have to do, shop or not, or no shop, you'll be amazing. Derek smiled in equal parts happiness and bashfulness. He bounced on his feet a bit. Aww. Thanks, Mina. I'm happy you believe in us. Me too. Oh, you're welcome, guys. Cove's parents left the back office and came over, catching your attention. Sorry, kids. It looks like it's going to be a long one. I know usually others hold the fort down, but I really need to stay here today. I know you just wanted a little visit. It'd be boring getting stuck all day because of me. Kira can take my car and go back to the neighborhood. Cove and Derek gave him an understanding look. Mr. Holden crossed his arms and flashed you all a big smile, trying to lift the mood. The one condition is that someone has to remember to come back for me later. You don't get to strand me here, no matter how funny that might be. I'm sorry if you guys hear my dog. She's barking right now. Kira laughed and gave a thumbs up. Mr. Holden seemed satisfied with that. Wait, my door isn't shut on the way. That's why. Oops, sorry about it. Okay. I can still hear my dog. Help. Okay, so I'm sorry if you guys can hear her still. But yeah. Kira laughed and gave a thumbs up. Mr. Holden seemed satisfied with that. He moved on with the explanation. Derek, your dad also has his hands full today, so he doesn't have time to run you back home.
it's okay.
That's alright, sir. The title Sir got an awkward chuckle out of Cliff, which was cut short when Kira elbowed him teasingly.
What do you think?
You already said that I could borrow your car. Why don't I take all the kids somewhere fun for the afternoon? Ooh,
Absolutely.
yeah. That's fine with me. Just please come back eventually sometime today, Kira. After multiple jokes about being left with no ride, you had to wonder if that actually happened in their past together. For you, my good sir, I swear, cross my heart. Happy with the promise, Cliff took out his black wallet and offered a $50 bill to Kira. Here, in case you need gas or anything else while you're out. Kira smiled knowingly and accepted the bill without hesitation.
Thank you.
Cove's dad stuck the wallet into his back pocket while he waved with a free hand. Okay, time for me to jump back into work. Have fun for me. Bye, Dad. Bye. Bye, sir. Bye, Mr. Holden. Bye, sirs and madams. He left the room with a wink and flare, disappearing into the employees' only area of the shop. When Mr. Holden was out of sight, Kira silently strolled over to the counter and carefully placed a $50 bill there. She turned back around and beamed a large smile at you and the others. Come on, gang, let's see if this town has a mall. Yeah! Yes! Unable to contain her excitement, Lee actually jumped with joy, while Cove and Derek just grinned. Jeez. There wasn't a mall in your hometown, but Mr. Holden's store wasn't in Sunset Bird. It might be possible to find a mall out here. You felt pumped. Heck yeah! Let's go. She quickly herded the group out of the store into the car.
Cove.
As the driver, I get to choose my partner in crime. Naturally, I bestow the position of shotgun to my baby. Her comment had both Derek and Lee snickering. Cove was for sure embarrassed over the phrasing and blunt favoritism, but he took the seat by his mom without complaint. You decided to jokingly complain about the special treatment. Come on, there's gotta be a better way to choose than whoever your own kid is. That's got a hearty laugh out of Kira. Sorry, you'll get where I'm coming from when you start driving. You continue your teasing pout in the back. You'll understand when you're older was the worst excuse. I'll take the middle seat. Really? Yeah, I don't want a window seat. You two can have them. Are you cool with that? You thought it was odd that anyone would give up a window seat, but you knew Derek tried to be especially polite when he was a guest. You nodded.
Fantastic.
Good, sounds like we're all in agreement. Everyone squeezed into the car, buckling in, and Kira turned the radio on. She set it to a top 40s pop station. You were into it, sure. Quickly, you recognized the song playing. It was a new one by an artist you were listening to a lot recently. It wasn't long until your group realized that they were lost, but after driving in enough circles, Kira's struggle paid off when she found a local mall. There were more cheers from Lee as Kira pulled into a parking spot. Once your group had made it inside, the first order of business on this trip was checking what this mall actually had. Where should we go? I think I see a makeup store up ahead. She rolled up on her tiptoes to get a better view. Meanwhile, Derek was eyeing the dictory. There's a chocolate shop. Seriously, we have to go there. Yes, wait. And we need to find a decent jewelry shop. I need new hair ties and barrettes.
Nice.
We've also got to at least look for a game store. There's tons of things you can't get anywhere but a store that's just for video games. Oh. Hey, what are you thinking, Cove? I want to look at the fish in the pet store. You could have guessed that much. Anywhere else? He smiled with some bashfulness. The bookstore.
So,
What about you, Mina? Oh, okay. Well, definitely a video game store. The chocolate store. Makeup, sure. Oh yeah, the food court, the pet store, and art supplies, and a music shop. And that was all. That's a lot. That's certainly a list. Good thing we have all afternoon. Yeah. I have my own shops I want to make. Let's agree to regroup here at 7 p.m.
What?
You're not coming with us? We're on the same building. You won't be alone as you think. I'll be only a few minutes away at most. You're old enough to enjoy the mall without me hovering. Okay.
See you soon.
Be back here at 7 p.m. Toodaloo. Leaving Derek and Lee stunned by their newfound freedom, Kira walked off. When she was almost out of sight, Derek's face twisted in confusion. Wow, she's really gone. I can't believe she just did that. This is so cool. We get to do whatever we want. You were happy that this was an amazing opportunity. It really is exciting. With the decision already made, Derek tried to pull together his earlier enthusiasm for the trip. So where are we going first? Time's a-wasting. Whatever's closest. Things were coming together, but you realized there might be a flaw in today's sudden plans. What's wrong, Mina? Did everyone bring money with them?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did. I always have some on me when I come all the way out here. You had money too. Immediately you felt better about the situation. It would have been a downer not to be able to even think about something at the mall because they didn't have money. I'm good. Now that everything was squared away, you explored the mall together as a group. There were many shops that you managed to venture into so far. You all even went into a video game store, leaving you with a pep in your step. This was better than you thought, and there was still so much to see. After having hit many of the top priority stores, you found yourself passing by a small booth. It was decorated in wind chimes of various sizes. You raised a hand up to one of the smaller ones. What sparked your attention next was Cove. You thought for sure he was going to stop at the booth by the way he looked at it, but he kept going. What the heck? Do you want one? It wasn't until Lee asked that you realized he had stopped in front of the booth without saying anything. Lee just continued to encourage you. You should get one. You did want one. Yeah, I think I do want to get it. Cool, I have one like this and it's really nice. It makes the prettiest sound. Fishing your money out, you made a decision on what to buy. Oh, we can get one for ourselves and Cove. Oh, let's do that. Can I get these two, please? Now, why would you need 2 wind chimes? You rolled your eyes at her teasing tone, but you couldn't hide the smile growing on your face as Lee broke out into laughter. The shopkeeper carefully wrapped your purchase up and handed it back to you in a bag. You accepted and then raced off with Lee to catch up to the boys. For Cove, you had picked out a beautiful wind chime that had a dolphin charm. Oh, do crystal strands. You had a feeling he'd appreciate that. After leaving another clothing store, one that Lee couldn't resist exploring, you and your friends found yourself walking down the main hall of the mall again. It wasn't long until everyone you were with had their eye on the smoothie kiosk ahead. Should we stop? Yeah. As you approached, your eye was drawn to the dizzying list of smoothie combinations. A part of you wondered how long it would take to try them all. Hi there, do you need a rundown of how this works? Yes, please. Okay, first off, you pick up the 3 options of fruit or berries. Then I'll add the ice and the S'nore's special smoothie base mix. And then you'll have your very own smoothie for $4. There's only one size. Cove leaned over the counter a bit. For several moments, he intently studied the plentiful fruit and berry options. I want to get a strawberry banana smoothie with coconut too. Sounds good. Is anyone else getting something? Can I get one that's just all mango? Of course.
Thanks.
I like strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries for mine. Thanks. The shopkeeper looked at you now. You wanted one. Can I get... Ooh, okay. I've never had a smoothie, so I don't know what they're like. I'm gonna do a peach, a mango, and a pineapple, and that's everything. At that, everyone went ahead and paid for their individual drinks. You waited over the other side of the booth where the drinks were put when they were done. Derek bounced on his feet, excited for his to be ready.
Aww.
This is gonna be good. Lee chimed in with her own enthusiasm. Everybody says their smoothie-based stuff can make any drink great. Cove felt quieter, looked just as eager for her smoothie. Luckily, there hadn't been anyone else before you, so it wasn't a long wait. Your group collected the fresh drinks as they were placed on the counter. Straws were placed through the opening at the top of the cup, and the first tentative sips were had. Derek sighed in satisfaction after his taste. Mango is too delicious. Mine is super good too. Cove nodded and hummed in agreement. His straw was still in his mouth. You were really happy with yours. This is perfect. Cool, we all made excellent choices today. Yeah! Oh, you wanted... Oh, I want to try Lee's though. Haley, can I taste what you got? As long as you let me try yours too. Deal. You and Lee swapped cups and took several sips before swapping back. The berry blend tasted very strong. I like yours, but I'm really, really happy I got this. Thanks, Lee. I'm always here to help. Steal some smoothie. Oh, steal Derek's. For a few minutes, you walked alongside Derek, waiting for the right moment you could covertly take a taste. When you went for it, Derek immediately noticed. His arm froze in place. He stared at you cautiously as you stood up straight and finished the sip you stole. There was no fighting the grin that quickly spread across your face. You didn't fail to miss the small blush that appeared. Are you crazy? Why would you do that? I wanted to drink some of yours. That's it. I would have been cool if you just asked, but it's alright. Accepting your answer, Derek kicked at something non-existent on the floor. He laughed shyly. Was it worth it? Yes, thanks. You're welcome. Lee looked away from you. She was trying to contain her laughter, but she still shook from the ones that got out. Now ask Cove. Cove, could I have a drink of yours? At that, Cove accidentally inhaled as he was drinking. His face was burning red from embarrassment and from the coughing that shook him. Dude, are you okay? Derek gave Cove a few pats on the back. His hacking was only starting to slow. I bet it ended up going the wrong way. It sucks when that happens. Bea elbowed you teasingly. The moment she got your attention, she started laughing and gesturing between you and Cove. Moments later, Cove was finally able to breathe normally. He wiped his mouth with his free hand. His gaze locked to the floor as he nervously started chewing on a straw. You could tell he was torn. He didn't seem to want to say no, but he couldn't bring himself to say yes either. Derek couldn't watch the scene anymore. Drinking his own smoothie, he pretended to be fascinated by the displays in the stores your group was passing by. Lee hadn't stopped looking over you two. You could tell she was living for every bit of the situation. Cove's unhappy stare went from Lee to Derek, all while still shyly sipping his smoothie. You wondered if he was trying to will them to intervene. Feeling his stare, Derek peeped back towards Cove. The only response he would offer was an understanding sigh. You let it go. That's okay, Cove. I don't need to try yours. He stared at you, looking conflicted still. A few heartbeats later, the tension eased on his face. He sighed.
Sorry.
It's okay. No worries. We're cool. Cove nodded, but he couldn't meet your eyes. As your group continued to wander in the mall, you came to an area in the path that was wider. Ooh, what's this? In the center of the opening was a collection of quarter-operated ride-on machines. Derek stopped as soon as he saw them, smiling ear to ear. I want a ride. I think we might be too big.
No way.
No way, we're not that old yet. He eagerly headed over to the machines, wanting to get a better look. Lee went along with it, smiling. You wanted to ride too. You quickly chased after Derek. He turned his head back at the sound of your footsteps and gave a thumbs up over his shoulder. Reconvening around Derek, you watched as he focused on the various brightly colored rides. Most were designed to look like real vehicles, but there were also some horse-shaped ones. One of them could even sit two people. Lee leaned in close to you and whispered playfully while pointing directly at the soul machine made for repair. You should ride that one with Cove. No. Absolutely not. Trust me, it's a brilliant idea. No thanks. I'm good. I called the helicopter. Why?
Cool.
It's the coolest, and I think it'll move the most. He started digging in his pockets, pulling out whatever money he had left. Wait, is everything okay? I need 4 quarters, right? Yeah. I leave too. There has to be more between all of us. Hold on. Pockets, wallets, and purses were checked over. Derek still had 2. Cove had only 1, and Lee ended up with the most at 3. You didn't have any.
Don't worry about it.
You can have mine. Thanks, but you don't have to. It's not enough for me, and even if it was, it'd be dumb to ride while you had to watch. Cove shrugged. He tried, failed, and looked unsure of what to do next. Why don't we all get on one ride? Yeah! Could that work? Cove shook his head. It'll be fine. I got it figured out. Lee walked up to the car and studied it for a moment. She went all the way around it before she headed back to your group with a big smile. Okay, Derek and Cove, get in the car. You'll use the real seats. They both stared at her unsure. Ultimately, they did what she said anyways. They fit, albeit very awkwardly. That was mostly Cove's lungs, legs. Oh my god. Mia, we can climb on the back part of the car. We'll be right behind the seats. It'll work. This had been your suggestion originally, so you went along with the arrangement. Once you and Lee got yourself situated, everyone passed their quarter contributions to Derek. He leaned forward and slipped the quarters into the machine slots. Jerkily it moved. There was a chorus of nervous chuckles and giggles as everyone lurched backwards. Lee bent more forward so she could have a hand on the back of the boy's seat to keep steady. You regretted it. As much as you wanted to enjoy the ride, you just couldn't. You needed it to be over now. We're gonna break it. Don't jinx it. I want to get off. Cove looked uncomfortable with the whole experience. Both hands gripped on his side of the car. We'll live. Yeah. You shot him a mutual helplessness at the situation you ended up in. Cove didn't say anything more. He held the edge of the tar tighter as it went up and down and side to side. It wasn't long before Derek's fear of breaking the car was pushed aside. A large smile replaced the concern that had been on his face. Woo! Look at us go! Yay! With every buckle of the machine, you kept nearly falling over and bumping into Lee, who laughed every time. Ugh. You all did the best you could to keep it together during the remainder of the ride, and luckily the car came to an end without breaking. Then you noticed something at the corner of your eye. You tilted your head to look directly at it, and you burst into laughter. What's funny? You turned back to your group and nodded in the direction of where you were looking. Isn't that one of those machines that take dollars and gives quarters back? The kind that exists for people who don't have quarters on hand? Everyone's head moved that way and saw you were right. Derek chuckled awkwardly. That's exactly what that is. We're kind of dumb. We have to miss that this whole time. Come on, let's just put this behind us. There's still places open. We haven't been everywhere yet.
Totally.
Here. You moved along from one stop towards your next, still you hovel from the experience. Shortly into your walk, Lee ran over to a nearby trash can and tossed her smoothie cup. Derek went after her and threw his cup away. You followed suit and got rid of your empty cup too. Cove made it over to the trash can, but he didn't toss his cup. What? Hey, Mina? Yeah? Cove held his out. Wait, what? Cove held his cup out towards you and he looked at him fuzzily. You can finish it if you want. It's still a little muddled, but it's still good. He couldn't quite meet your gaze. You were pretty sure that you could see his cheeks turning pink. Cove, you're so cute. Leaving Cove to his embarrassment, you noticed that he left enough to have a good taste. There was no stopping this large smile growing on your face. He didn't forget about it. After your antics earlier, you had made peace with the fact that you weren't going to get any first drink. You figured it was easy for him to give it away since he didn't have any plans to drink more of it now. Thanks, Cove. He took his cup and held it with both hands. The last of his smoothie was very sweet. That seemed fitting. Pretty good, huh? Very good. He threw the cup out with the rest and sighed content. The clock inched closer to 7 p.m. as you all made your way back to the dictatory. It was hard to believe how fast the day went by.
So,
Where do you think your mom ended up today? We didn't see her anywhere. I don't know. She's just like that. Ooh, it's a mystery. Hi, Kira. Despite having vanished for the entire trip so far, when 7 p.m. hit you, spotted Kira coming right over, waving cheerily. As soon as she was close enough, she pinched Cove's cheek.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, baby and friends. Hi, Mom. He pushed her hand back with one hand and rubbed his cheek with the other. Did you have a good day, gang? Yeah. Today was awesome. We did so much.
Not bad.
It was fun. You really enjoyed your day. There was no hiding your joy like the others. You were smiling ear to ear because today went so much better than you expected. I'm glad we came here. I want to hear all that during the ride back. She clapped her hands together once, making sure she had everyone's undivided attention. Speaking of that, we better head out. Cliff must be missing us and you've got to be starving. It's dinner time and you haven't eaten yet. Yeah. Everyone followed her leave and started walking out the door to the parking lot. Something about what Kira said felt off to you. What? There are tons of places to eat. It's a mall. You could have had dinner. You wondered if it was just a good guess, but you could feel your eyebrows raise when it dawned on you. She might have been keeping an eye on you after all. You weren't sure about it. It seemed kind of sketchy. You found it hard to put a finger on how exactly to react. You never had a problem in the first place with her staying with you today. It felt pointless to you, but it wasn't something worth getting worked up over either. Shaking off those thoughts, you caught up with the others. Keeping the same seating arrangement as earlier, you all piled into the car and started heading back to the store. The drive went by without any problems, as it was filled with chatter about the various things everyone saw around the mall. Soon enough, you had arrived at your destination. It was a much faster trip, considering this time Kira knew where she was going. Hearing the light jingles of bells from the front door being opened, Cliff took his head out from the back. He lit up at seeing who was here. Hey, Sport, did everyone have an adventure? Hi, Dad. We had a blast. Yes. We found the mall. The mall? Wish I could have joined. He deflated in an exaggerated way. His shoulders sloped. Kira put a hand on his arm and smiled. There will be other times. Are you set here? Almost. Mr. Holden sighed for real. He then pulled himself together, standing up straight.
Do you mind?
I need just a little more time to finish up. Will you be alright killing time for a bit longer? It's okay. Yes, sir. No problem, Mr. Holden.
Sure.
We can have fun here. Excellent. What a great group of kids. He gave an approving thumbs up and Kira nodded along. I'll give you a hand. I remember the ropes. Why, thank you. They walked side by side to the back room. Before he was out of sight, Cliff stopped and looked over his shoulder. If you leave the shop, don't go far. It's getting late. And then the parents were gone again. Let's go to the docks. They're right down that way. Yeah. Oh, I saw those on the way here and really want to check it out. Are you coming, Mina? Alright. With a smile, Cove showed the way. I need to take a picture of that. Between the warm summer air and the smell of the ocean, you couldn't ask for a better night.
Thanks.
Thanks for letting me come. Me too. Right? I'm happy we did this. Today was great. Cove, your mom and dad are really cool. Really? Totally. Cove looked at Lee oddly. He ran a hand through his hair, and then his puzzled expression cracked with a chuckle.
Yes.
I guess sometimes they are. You continue walking. Every so often, you will look up at the sky and see several stars poking out between the clouds. At one point, you noticed that Cove stopped, while Lee and Derek kept going on ahead, busily chatting. Initially, you wondered if something was wrong, but you quickly noticed that he still looked to be in good spirits. You decided to hang back with Cove. He gave you a quick, acknowledging look when you stopped to decide. You could taste the sea salt as you took a deep breath of the ocean air. Silently, you and Cove watched the ocean for a little while. There was something about the waves that you always found soothing. You couldn't think of a better way to end a busy day. And then it hit you, the wind chime. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. This is the perfect moment. Quickly, you dug the wrap package out of your bag. Hey, Cove. He barely replied. Instead, his focus was mostly on lazily watching the sea. The paper wrapping crinkled as he pushed the package forward, trying to make him realize. He finally caught sight of it, and his eyebrows raised high up. Gingerly, Cove accepted the gift. Just seeing the present brought a smile to Cove's face. He carefully opened it, and his whole body brightened as he recognized the chime.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Cove, you're so cute. You suggested that chime simply made you think of him. I thought it suited you, so I got it. Really? Cove's smile seemed to grow even bigger and his blush deepened. He looked sincerely happy. He wasn't even able to find the words to finish his thoughts. Then Cove started getting shy over his bashfulness and put a hand up over his mouth. You were so happy that buying the wind chime was the right call.
Mina.
I'll take such good care of it, Mina. Thank you. You're welcome. Let me know where you end up putting it. It'd be helpful to know. You took your wrapped up wind chime out of your bag and held it up, drawing a chuckle from him. Okay, we'll match that way. Yeah. Not much time later, Derek's chipper voice caught your attention. You and Cove both turned your gaze down the pier. What are you doing there, slowpokes? Get over here.
Hey!
Hey, come on. You looked at Cove the same time he looked at you. You grinned and nodded your head in the direction of your friends. He gave you a small smile in return. Your footsteps echoed against the wooden planks of the dock and into the night as you ran to catch up. Wow. Oh wow. I actually really enjoyed that moment. That was really fun. That was different because normally we don't go with them all. But yeah, that's all for today, everyone. But lastly, you're a gem and thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.